this. Wait, what? He was rejected, like, because 20 times is a lot. 50 times. Dr. Seuss was rejected 44 times, I read, and I was like, man, 44 times? How does he do that? But you were rejected 144 times. Please share with us what happened and how you got through that.
Well, basically, the first 21 happened in New York. Mark Victor Hansen, my co-author, and I went to New York with an agent, and we had 7 meetings a day. Each was about 40 minutes, and then we'd get in a Uber, or I don't know, probably taxis back then, and just run to the next meeting, And then our agent gave us the book back after 21 rejections and said, I can't sell it, and you guys are on your own. And everyone in New York said, well, people don't read short stories, collections, they just don't sell. And that was true for nonfiction. For fiction. It was not true for nonfiction, we found out. But basically what happens, we then went to I'd say maybe we submitted to 20 other publishers by mail. And then we went to the American Booksellers Association convention, which was all the bookstore owners that would get together. And this was in Anaheim at the big convention center. And we went booth to booth to booth for 3 days. Would you publish our book? Would you publish our book? Would you publish our book? And we got no. We weren't famous. We didn't have what they call a platform. Like you have a podcast now, so you've got listeners, and I've got 1 million Facebook followers and so forth. So late on the 3rd day, this one publisher said, yeah, we'll take a look at it. And they read it when they got back to Florida. That was the 145th publisher. So, and they said they cried when they read it because there's some very touching stories.
Right.
And then what was interesting was we said, well, what kind of advance do we get? And they said, well, we don't do advances. So it was like, basically, we were just happy to get it published at that point. And he said, we'll give you 20 cents of every dollar that we sell. And that turned out to be a really good deal since we sold tens of millions in the United States and hundreds of millions around the world. So, a long time, but I'll say one story with you. The guy that invented there's a little valve that makes your airbag go off in your car. Mm-hmm. The guy that invented that spent 8 years lobbying Congress to pass an airbag law. So 8 years, no income. The next year when they finally passed it, he made $8 million. So when you look back, he did $1 million a year over 8 years.
Right.
So you have to realize sometimes you put in a lot of time to get eventually a big result.
Yeah, I always say it takes at least 10 or 15 years to become a, quote, overnight success.
There you go.
And